that big news coming in. Appears that a police complaint has been filed and possibly turned into an FIR as well. We have that big news coming in that this is being taken ahead as well, and whether it is at the spot is the BVA, but clearly the Mahavikas Aghadi getting behind this as well. They are not wasting any time. An FIR has been filed against Vinod Tawde by the Election Commission. All right, so that's the big news, that it's by the EC. That's this first information report has been filed. That's the latest coming in. Rajdeep, if I can immediately bring you in here, that's the latest. So it looks like some immediate update has come in. Do you think this has put the BJP on the defensive this time, something that they didn't expect? What happened, what will happen remains to be seen. But already the BJP leaders are forced to defend themselves.
Oh, absolutely. Look, for much of this campaign, the BJP and the Eknath Shinde group have been on the front foot, especially with Ladki Bahin. I thought that they had successfully managed to change the narrative in Maharashtra to their advantage. It's only in the last few days, first with their Batenge to Katenge, which didn't quite work in Maharashtra, where you had, if you recall, the likes of Pankaja Munde, Ashok Chavan, who are with the BJP distancing themselves, saying these are not the slogans we want to hear. Ajit Pawar distancing himself from it. And then comes this controversy, which is very deeply embarrassing. So I think it does put the BJP on the defensive. It doesn't necessarily mean that voters are going to change their mind, but purely in terms of narrative, it has given the opposition a huge handle 12 hours, 15 hours before to say that the party which called itself incorruptible, the party which said na khaunga, na khane dunga, is being caught with its hand in the till. That's the narrative that the opposition is going to run and say, we told you so, that even Ladki Bahin is little more than trying to bribe voters. So for the opposition, it's given them a huge handle. And for the BJP, it's pushed them on the defensive. You saw Sanjay Raut's statement. He's trying to allude to the fact that Vinod Tawde was pushed out of Maharashtra politics by the Fadnavis-led group. So all those factors will somewhere also weigh on the mind of at least the politicians. Whether it will weigh on the minds of the voters, we don't know. But in an ideal situation, 12 hours before polls, you want to focus on your positives, like Ladki Bahin. You don't want to focus on the negative. This entire episode and the images that are coming in are focusing on the negatives of cash being thrown or distributed to party workers, activists, and individuals. And that's not the kind of image you want just 12 hours before an election. It completely changes the narrative once again in the next 12 hours. This story is not going away in a hurry in Maharashtra.
Well, clearly, and BJP leaders are also getting together to defend, to rubbish these charges against Vinod Tawde. Rajdeep, I'll also keep your microphone up because I'm joined by Clyde Cresto. He's from the NCP, from the Sharad Pawar faction. Now, Mr. Cresto, right now, what the BJP is saying is all this is malicious. Where is the evidence? Some BVA members have just jumped in to allege. How do you think this needs to be taken ahead now that the BJP is also denying it?
Well, the BJP will deny it because they've been caught red-handed. The party that, is portraying themselves as holier than thou is right now caught on visual everywhere. You can see it coming out. And from what I was just told by your channel, that an FIR has been lodged against Vinod Tawde. So is the BJP questioning the Election Commission of India right now? When it suits them, the Election Commission of India is okay. Otherwise, they're questioning them. See, this is a serious offense. You can see it right there. He's involved. After the FIR has been lodged, if it is really looked into it properly, then he should be arrested along with his colleagues immediately. Because this is outright buying votes from the people. The Bharatiya Janata Party has realized that they're going to lose these elections. Therefore, they are resorting to this kind of tactics.
All right, so could there be an arrest coming up for Vinod Tawde? That would be huge, such a senior leader. Priyanka Chaturvedi also joining me right now as a member of parliament and from the Mahavikas Aghadi. Priyanka, you've just put out a social media statement video and you are referring to the bag check of Uddhav Thackeray. Why are you making that metaphor, that comparison? Priyanka.
Because I think it's the most beautiful comparison to make at a time when they're caught with bags full of cash. And a diary which also explains who is being paid how much money and how they have been caught not by the Election Commission, but by the people of the state and of that constituency. And the larger question is, if he was caught with 5 crores for one constituency, what's the kind of money that is being spent by the BJP all across the state? So the larger question is, what was the Election Commission doing while this kind of huge amounts of cash was coming in from Gujarat and Delhi? Well, so that is why I've used a beautiful comparison, which is apples to apples, not apples to oranges, which most of the media does.
Well, blame the media, Priyanka. I don't think it would be fair at this point. All right, Priyanka, stay on with me. Rajdeep is also with us. Rajdeep, would you like to take a question to Priyanka Chaturvedi? All right, we'll try and get that connection made. But Priyanka, I have a question here. What do you say to Vinod Tawde and the BJP who are dismissing this and saying that there is no evidence to it at all? This is just the opposition or the BVA coming in to charge at him. While of course the Election Commission has lodged an FIR. But what do you say to the BJP's denials right now?
No, they can continue to deny and defend themselves, but now the truth is out there in public domain that right from bringing down our government, using funds coming from Gujarat and taking away our industries to Gujarat, to having these MLAs dance on tabletops in Goa, to today, saying a loss, they are now desperately trying to buy out voters. So it's pretty clear and pretty evident. And BJP can continue to defend itself that there's nothing.
All right, so Priyanka Chaturvedi, Sena UBT MP also coming in.